Okay, so this is going to be a demonstration on how to do the hand drawings. Okay, so very first thing you want to think about first is you want to look at the hand, and just remember key things about the hands is or at least when you do like drawings of hands or any objects, you always want to try to break things up into shapes. So, for example, you get your hand here. The very first hand we're going to do is we're just going to do a flat palm of the hand. But if you look at the shape of the hand, though, the palm of the hand is, if I draw this, is more of like a square or a rectangle shape. And then if you look at the part of the palm where the thumb is connected to the palm, this is actually more of like a circle shape here. Okay, so we want to make sure to capture this oval, or it's not a circle, it's going to be an oval shape. There it is here. And then if you look at the fingers, they are comprised of different sections of rectangles. Okay, so very first part we're going to do with the hand drawing is we're going to try to break it down into shapes first. So I'm just going to lay my palm here, and I'm going to work on my drawing on this side here. So you want to just work on try to fit as many hands as you can. We're going to be doing like 3 hand drawings. We're going to do 1 here, 2 here, and then we're going to do 1 on the back side of the page. So now in order to draw the palm, okay, we're going to look at the hand. So again, we're going to draw what we see, and I don't want to see anybody trace the hands like this. Okay, don't do that. It's a no-no. Alright, because it's not going to teach you anything about how to draw hands, so you want to make sure to learn the correct process. So I'm just going to be drawing out the palm. Yeah, and I'm thinking about the shapes though. So right now I'm just drawing out a rectangle for the shape. Again, this is the shape of the palm. Now I'm looking at my hand and drawing what I see. Okay, so it's a little bit harder to draw from life just because it's really easy to move your hand around, change the angles a little bit. So you want to try your best though, but it's a little bit harder, but it actually forces you to actually draw things because things aren't standing directly still. So I drew a rectangle from my palm, and then I'm going to draw the circle here to represent the or oval to represent the this round part. Even though you don't really see it here, it is an oval shape here though. So I'm drawing the oval shape here, and then my finger, if you look at it, it's comprised of 2 rectangles, or if you think about 3 dimensions, it's going to be 2 cylinders. Alright, so I'm going to draw 1 here, and I'm going to draw another rectangle here. Okay, I'm keeping it about the same size, same length, just because they're about the same thing. So you got 1, 2, 3 here. And then same thing with the fingers too. You're going to look at your fingers. Again, you're going to draw what you see. Again, look at the proportions. Look how far this part of the finger here ends and where that begins. Because, a lot of times it's really easy to make the fingers long. So I'm just going to make one section for here. There's another section up here. And as it gradually goes up higher, though, it does get a little bit smaller. So you just want to eyeball it, try your best. So let's give me my finger here, and I'm going to just continue that same shape here. And one thing you'll notice with the hand is, if you were to draw a curve here, that's basically where all the lines are. All these lines don't line up where they are. This is a little lower than that. This is going to be higher, and then it goes gradually lower as you go from one finger to another. So these are all like proportions. These are things you have to think carefully about as you're drawing the hand. Okay, so this one's a little bit higher. And if you don't draw exactly how the hand looks, it's okay. It's just we're just learning to draw right now. If we really wanted an accurate drawing, then we'd always take a photograph of it. But right now, we're just learning to draw. So drawing one hand here, or one finger here, another finger there. And I'm looking at what I'm seeing. I'm looking at the hand. I'm drawing it here. It's a little hard to see, so I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. Apologize. So these are the shapes I'm drawing right here. So you guys should be able to see it a little bit better now. So I'm gonna draw one more finger here. Again, these fingers are broken up into 3 parts. This one's going to be a little bit lower. And again, I want to make sure to capture that curve. you know, that we're talking about. You don't have to draw the curve though, but I'm just showing you what I'm talking about here. And then this is the last finger here. So this one's going to be a little bit lower. It's be a little bit higher, and this is going to be a little bit lower here too. All right. So right now this is how my hand looks right now, and I'm just going to draw the rest of the palm like this. So the drawing right now, I'm moving my hand out just so you can see a little bit better. It doesn't really look like a hand right now. That's okay though. We're just mainly focusing on just the proportions and just making sure everything is sized correctly in the picture. So when we talk about proportions, just making everything looks correct to what we're looking at. In this case, we're actually looking at our own hands to do drawings. All right, so after you're done with that part, now I'm going to still model the same hand. I'm going to give my hand a little bit of break just because just because I had staying this still for a while. So I'm going to draw it again, and this time I'm going to go a little bit darker with my lines. And again, you want to draw lightly with these shapes. I did a little bit darker just because you guys could see a little bit better. But I'm going to go a little bit darker, and I'm just going to add the details to the hand. So I'm just going to shape it correctly. I'm going to round this part out a little bit more, and I'm going to just try to draw best as what I see in the picture. So I'm going to draw those sprinkles here, add those details. All right. Now, when you get to the part of the nail is a little bit tricky though. You're going to draw the nail where, you don't want to draw it like this. Okay, your nails don't look like this when you draw it. Okay, this is a very common mistake people do with the hand and the finger. They have like the part of the thumb and the nail all in one part of the shape. So this is a no. You don't want to do it like this. Okay, you don't want to have the whole nail because the thing is with your fingers, if you look really carefully with the fingers, is the nail is right here, but there's also skin wrapped around the nail. So this is a very nice detail to add to the your fingers, to make it more detailed. So, and then also look at the angle of the nail too. So like this, this is more of like a curve here too. So, to make the nail look more accurate though, you're going to have to add that curve there, and then the nail is going to come out here, and then the skin does go around the nail. So, adding that little detail is going to make the nail look a little bit more realistic. So, it's not going to look like this, but there's going to be skin around the edges. And, you can add like that detail there too. So, you just want to add the wrinkles and those details in the hand. And I'm just going to continue with the rest of my fingers. So, same thing here. Since the fingers are straight, it's pretty easy. But, you just want to have these line marks just so you know where the wrinkles are. And I'm just going to continue up here. And then also look carefully at the angle of the nail. So, this nail's a little bit more to the, if I go up here, it's a little bit more slanted to the right side, and you see more of the bottom part. So, those little details, those little angles are going to be what help to make the finger look more realistic. So, there's more of the skin on the bottom part of the hand. So, if I were to zoom in closer, you can see the same thing here. So, this is, this nail does look different from that nail because of the angle. So, I'll zoom a little bit closer. So, just adding those details there too. So I'm going to draw the rest of my fingers there. And I'm going to follow like the same thing with all my fingers. But again, I'm just drawing what I see. Whoops. Sorry, the light went out of my room. I'm just going to continue with what I'm seeing here. And again, this same nail is the same thing too. It's going to, I'm seeing a little bit more on one side. I still am seeing some of the skin around this part. Adding those little details to the nails, to the wrinkles of the skin. This is all going to help to make the hand look more realistic. Alright, same thing here. You're going to have the nail wrap around. This is going to go around here. Drawing what I'm seeing in the picture. So, these are where all those lines that we're putting are located. And then the last thumb is going or last finger is going to be on this side. So I'm just drawing what I see here though. Alright. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off the hand here. So I'm just going to round off the shape. So it's not really a rectangle anymore. It's now more of rounded off shape. But this foundation that we have with the square, this rectangle is going to let us know where everything is though. Alright. Yeah. I did change the angle of the hand a little bit, but that's how it should look though. But now I'm looking at it a little bit more carefully though. This thumb should be a little bit lower. So do make sure to look at your hand, look at the drawing that you're doing. So I had to make some adjustments to this. It's actually a little bit lower. So I'm gonna lower this part here a little bit more, but I mean you get the idea though. All right. I mean, that's pretty close though. So this thing's actually a little bit longer. So, after you're done with the drawing though, do you make those corrections if you can. And, okay, and now this, this finger should be still lower. So I definitely did some measurements wrong on this last finger. So this is actually going down a little bit further now that I'm looking at it. So, just be mindful of those things. And, again, this is just practice though. I mean, in my honest opinion, it's harder to draw straight hands like this. What we'll do later though with the other hands is we'll curl the fingers, change the positions a little bit more, and that'll give you more of an accurate depiction of how that hand looks. You can also add the these lines here too, add more details to it. All right. Yeah.